Howdy folks, it's Christian here at Lions Den Gaming.
I'm Caleb, I'm here too.
Caleb got a new e-bike today, new Ratton. We took it up to the local GameStop. It's called Game Cafe. He had an order to get.
Picked up this guy.
Pretty cool. They had a box of Modern Horizons 3, and now I got a box of Modern Horizons 3.
Whoop, whoop.
Simple as that. Simple as that. This plastic's feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty poppable.
Sorry. Hopefully everybody's been having a wonderful week. It's a Monday. Or is it
It's Tuesday?
It's Tuesday. Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday. The seal has been cracked.
That's a crack. Ooh, this is pretty exciting.
This set's looking like a whole lot of fun.
Johnny's looking pretty buff.
Hecka buff.
Elbow drop from the top rope. Card draw, we're not going to be worrying about that. The Ethereum Shaper, Sculptor. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I haven't done a lot of spoiling for this set, so I don't even really know what I'm in for. See what the packs look like. Hollow first. Oh, signed art card off the rip.
Looking good, looking good.
Looking pretty good. That looks like Gist.
It
is Gist, yeah. Jolted Awake. Cycling and Energy together. That's pretty cool. Our first rare is an Old Drifter. Alright, so these packs I need to do the old trick to. The Null Drifter is pretty good. It's the Eldrazi version of Mole Drifter.
Heck yeah.
And a Worn Power Stone. Kind of a normal pack. Oh, these good. These lands are good. Look, it's also a land.
Oh, that's nice.
Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, put a quest counter on it, sack it. Oh, alright. Get a creature. It costs one less for each quest counter. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Oh, that's pretty nice. Pretty nice 3-drop. Hexproof from each color. The Breaker of Creation. We're into the common, so I gotta make sure I do the pack trick to these, or else these packs are gonna be kind of heavy on the front end.
That's cool though. It has the art card that you can use as your...
Yeah. Nyxborn Hydra. The Expanding Ooze. That's pretty cool. It has Adapt 1 to get it going. That's pretty cool for each card you drawn. So that's pretty neat. A creature with Adapt 2. Oh, that's cool. It's like a Phyrexian Gengar, but it's a horror. And the equipment that attaches for energy. It's kind of neat. And it attaches for free the first time. Alright, so that pack had a Null Drifter, which is going to be a highly played card.
Normal pack alert.
It was a normal pack alert, but it was a good one rare, though.
Yeah, it's not like it was a dud at all.
I think these play boosters, we get more of that nowadays than not. Okay, so then it's best to do the trick like this. Alright, we got a nice little uncommon here to help us differentiate. Enters the battlefield. You can change the target of an instant or sorcery spell with a single target to this. That's pretty cool. A flash 1/3, or it's a land that enters the battlefield tapped unless you pay 3 life.
Oh, wow.
That taps for blue. That's pretty exciting. The Eldrazi Ravager. Annihilator 1. Oh, return from your graveyard to your hand. Sacrifice 2 Eldrazi, so you can do it to 2 little guys. People are going to like that. Signature Slam. Put a 1/1 counter, then each modified creature fights a creature you don't control. That's cool. Or deals damage equal to. It's not even fight. We got the... Oh, that's cool.
The O-Ring.
Exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls until it leaves, and you get 2 energy. And it's
For
only
1.
1?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is crazy. Oh, this cycle of lands is cool. You cycle it for American, but you can tap it for a colorless, or you can tap it and sack it for one of the American lands. That's pretty cool. It turns it into a colossal Dreadmaw. That's super cool. And it makes a token to equips itself. This guy's kind of basic. Oh, that's fun with Persist. Alright, that dude's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Deals 1 damage to each opponent, and it has Unearth whenever another creature UTBs. Alright, that's cool. This ability always finds play. And with Unearth, this dude might see play in Pauper. Draw 3 cards and create an Eldrazi. Draw 3 for 5 and instant speed ain't bad. So that ain't bad for 2. For a deck that wants to have a lot of instants and non-creatures that create tokens. Okay. To the meat of the pack.
Oh, foil.
Our foil.
Foul Strike.
Wasn't the best.
Detectives Phoenix.
Collect Evidence 6. And it has Bestow. Okay, so it bestows collect. Oh, and you can cast it from your graveyard using its Bestow ability. So that's kind of neat. It's actually pretty neat.
And another one.
Junk Diver.
Junk Diver.
Yeah.
Normal pack alert. Right.
Play boosters are just normal packs. I mean, I guess this is what they are. I remember getting a really cool couple packs from the last set.
Yeah. You can actually get a mythic in the foil slot and a mythic in the pack.
The quest for the Apocalypse. The Royal Cartographer. Oh, that's pretty cool. Landfall to get energy is pretty good. Lifelink Death Touch.
Oh, the larva.
Oh, it's a baby worm coil engine.
It sure is.
That's cool.
That is cool.
That's super flavorful. Get 3 energy when he enters the battlefield. When it attacks, you can pay 2 to give a creature lifelink. Alright. It's a common. 2-drop 2/2. The bear. This is the bear. Oh, that's cool. Oh yeah, I've seen this dude. He goes into some infinite combos.
Another ooze.
Expanding ooze. Choose target creature converted with mana 3 or less if it was kicked. Instead, choose target creature. Exile that creature. Then its controller gains life equal to its converted mana cost. So it's a sorcery speed, like Path to Exile. Or no, Swords to Plowshare. Warp Tusker is pretty cool. This is pretty nice. Doing this to your opponent's commander is pretty good. Lose all its abilities and make it a 1/1 at flash speed. Enters the battlefield or attacks Convey. That's pretty cool. It's a human knight and a rogue.
So what?
That's pretty edgy. Alright. We got a Hollow Forest.
Classic.
That's classic.
2 hollows in the same
Double
pack.
hollow.
That is looking... Oh,
the Red Flare. The Red Flare isn't the one people are excited for. But you can sacrifice a non-token red creature rather than pay its mana cost. That's what all the flares do. Copy and insert sorcery spell you can choose in your targets.
So it's like a Wirewood Symbiote. They reprinted him.
Here he is.
It's like that last one's a perfect card for like a Goblins deck.
Yeah. There's a couple different ways to use that, but that's not really the flair to be excited for.
Alright, Mythic incoming.
I might just rack a couple without the... And we got a lot of packs to get to.
Oh.
Alright, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Box Topper Pearlier.
A lifelink 3-drop 3/4. Enchantment spells you cast have affinity for auras, so they all cost one colorless less for each aura you control. And whenever you cast an aura that targets a modified permanent you control, so probably this dude with an aura, you'll draw a card. So he's like enchantment lord.
So he's like mythic. Like he should be a mythic. He's that good.
He's pretty dang good.
Is he sleevable?
Yeah.
Here, I'll sleeve him up. I just think.
Oh, and this was a pretty expensive card, but they reprinted it finally. That's good. That's super good. Exile target.
Looks pretty cool.
It's for the Goblin Bargert deck. That's good. Sacrifice any number of creatures. Search your library or graveyard for a creature card with mana value less than or equal to the number of creatures sacrificed this way and put it onto the battlefield. For 3 turns, it creates a 1/1.
It's pretty good.
When you cast a spell and whenever it attacks, put a 1/1 color on each colorless creature you control. Ain't too bad. Ain't too bad.
Especially if you're taking multiple combat steps.
Fairy seem pretty cool.
Gravedigg, classic. Infernal Captor.
He looks like he's from Nuke and Perinia.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever he exploits, gain control of a creature or artifact. That's cool. Tune the narrative seemed pretty important for the new energy decks. It's just free, 2 free energy, draw a card for 1 blue.
Well token. It's looking
It's
tough.
a pretty tough well.
That looks kind of cool.
Yeah. Exile an artifact or enchantment. That's pretty cool. Or, okay, this dude's pretty good. Oh, but it's not... It's kicker and or. Okay, so you can do both.
Huh. He has different levels.
Mm-hmm. And do we got a banger? Oh, this dude is pretty good.
Yeah, that dude's a banger.
This dude's pretty good. There's a couple artifacts that can equip for free. And so you can just hit this over and over again with those.
Double rare pack.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I got one of these from its original deck that I don't even use, but now I might use it.
Estrids.
Estrid's Invocation.
What the heck? God pack.
Oh, God pack. This is a good Solitude.
Oh,
this is a good Solitude.
Whoa.
Because these aren't even in the set properly. They're a special guest to the set.
Because that's from Modern Horizons 2.
Yep.
Let's go.
Yeah.
God pack.
This was a pretty good pack, guys.
Oh, I thought we were about to see some things happen. This is seeing things happen, though.
Yeah, that Solitude's playable. That's big time playable. That's a big flex on anybody who gets it played against them.
2 mythic, 1 mythic, 2 rare pack. 3 rares in that pack.
But they were good rares too.
That one just took the number 1 seed.
Okay, and we got 2 big art cards, and that Solitude's totally playable too. That thing looks crazy. It doesn't even look like a creature. It's just a collection of light.
Yeah.
Got a plant.
Oh, can I have that?
You're going to need it.
I'm going to need that.
Plains. Nesting Ground. Used to be a rare. Now it's not. We like that. Downshifted. Oh, the Crabomination.
What the
Crab
heck?
Demon. 6-drop. 5/5. Emerge from artifacts. Which is an ability which I think you can do at instant speed.
Oh, you could just straight up just emerge from artifact. This.
Yeah, I think so. It doesn't say you have to do it at sorcery speed. But when it enters the battlefield, target opponent exiles the top card of their library, and a card at random from their graveyard, and a card at random from their hand. And then you can cast a card from them without paying its mana cost.
Oh, so it's like a 5/5 that gives you another thing.
Yep, and it's flickerable. And it gets something out of their hand. It's going to exile a card out of their hand.
And it's thinning their whole library out too.
Oh, Priest of Titania is an uncommon?
Oh, wow.
That's wild.
It's a good card.
That's a pretty good card. Oh, this is great. Red really needed something like this in the uncommon slot. It's a Prowess 2/2, and when it enters the battlefield, you get to return an instant or sorcery. It's an Archaeomancer.
But it's also a land.
It's also a land. I bet this is the one that you can pay 3 life. Yep.
That's crazy.
That's a good one. Unstable Amulet. It's some energy. When you cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand, deals 1 damage to each opponent, and you can pay 2 mana and exile the top card of your library and play it. Until you exile another card with it. It's not even until end of turn.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty good. Modified creatures you control have lifelink. We like seeing that. The Cycle Land. Jolted Awake again. 4 mana to draw a card. Oh, but you can also tap them to add 2 mana. So this dude's actually pretty good. We're a big fan of that. Alright, 2-drop 0/4 that taps for a mana. Destroy a creature or planeswalker. You gain 1 life for each one of its colors. Oh, it's just like Murder Plus.
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason to ever use Murder again, guys. This is just better in every way.
Yeah. That card looks cool.
Glimpse the Impossible. Instead of Glimpse the Unthinkable, exile the top 3 cards of your library. You play them this turn. At the beginning of the end step, if any of those cards remained exiled, you create a Eldrazi spawn.
Just love to see it.
Okay, so that pack had the Crabomination.
Heck yeah.
Did it have the Solitude too?
No, that was
No, that was the last pack. Okay, that was a good pack that had the Solitude in it.
Yeah, it was.
That had me feeling pretty good.
Oh, card trick incoming.
Yeah, card trick incoming. Search your library. I like that. For an instant card or a card with flash, put it into your hand and then shuffle. Oh, I love this card. Oh, I'm a big fan of this card. And it's just a Dimir land. Oh, man, guys, that's an angel's kiss right there. The Vexing Bauble. When a player casts a spell, if no mana was spent to cast it, counter it. And then you can get rid of this to draw a card.
That's a great card.
Yeah, this is probably a pretty good thing to grab with the Urza's land, or the Urza's Saga land.
Mm-hmm.
So then we get a 1/1 counter on a target creature you control, then double the amount of 1/1 counters of each creature that had a 1/1 counter put on it this turn. Oh, and it has Overload? That's crazy. We like Overload. Oh, that actually goes over there. But the Bounty, we like these bounties. The dog, oh, they got Umbras. Straight up Umbras again. You can't attack or block. Otherwise, what? As long as another player controls enchanted creature, it can attack or block. Otherwise, it's a normal Umbra armor. So that's cool. It's a pacifism on them with no Umbra armor. On your creature, if your creature would be destroyed, remove this instead. So that's kind of neat. Uncommon Hydra. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
And it can be bestowed. Bestow Hydra is pretty neat. A 1-drop haste 1/1 that can clear the way for the rest of your army.
It's pretty nice.
Pretty nice. Tune the narrative. Murder Plus. Pearl Medallion. That's cool. We like pearl medallions.
Sweet looking swamp with Emrakul in the background.
Yeah, that's crazy. Is it a sign?
Is it a sign?
Until your next turn, whenever a creature attacks you or planeswalker you control, -2/0. Discard any number of cards and investigate twice for each card. Shuffle up to 3 cards. Oh, dude, I'm going to be putting this definitely into my detective deck. And a Windswept Heath.
That's cool.
I knew that there were some of these lands in here. The
pain
or the ally lands, I think they call them.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right. The first one of these hit. We like that. Oh, and a Meteoric Mace. It's awesome. Cascade 6-drop. Gives a creature +4/0 and trample.
Game winner.
I mean, it can make something pretty beefy. Oh, here, you mind
Just leaving
that, yeah. I mean, I was excited to see that I could even get some of those lands in the rare slot. They're not so special anymore for players to get, but they're always going to be really special for me to get. Target creature you control deals damage equal to target creature or planeswalker you don't control. That's great. And it's the Gruul land. Whenever you cast a creature spell with power 5 or greater, discover X, where X is that spell's mana value. This is pretty fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of EDH decks where you're going to be able to hit that trigger basically every time you do anything. Lava Coil or Worm Coil. 3-drop that enchantment that creates a 1/1. And at the beginning of your own step, populate if a creature died. That's awesome. We got a landscape. We got a creature that gives us energy and taps to pay energy to tap a creature.
Literal alien.
This is knockoff cranial plating. It's a 2-drop. Living weapon. Get +X+1, where X is the number of artifacts you control.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
So really, really good for Pauper. I don't think it's even legal. Oh, it can be a 3/3 with flying, a 2/5 with vigilance, or a 4-drop 0/12 with defender.
Huh.
Classic.
Big time classic.
That dude's a classic.
That's like some Warhammer 40k looking guy.
Yeah, he does. He sure does. Retrofitted transmogrant even sounds like some freaking Warhammer stuff. But you can return them from your graveyard to the battlefield as a 3/3 for 4. That's pretty good. For skeletons that you bring back, that's really good. Okay, we got an art card.
Oh, I think I...
we got an Ugin's Binding Hollow.
Oh my goodness. That's a banger.
From your graveyard?
That's a little...
Oh, it's what they're saying is the new blue spell that you overload to send everything back.
Oh, yeah.
Turmoil, or no, I'm saying it's a T word. That's a banger.
I got the Volatile Storm Drake. Oh, 3-rare pack.
Oh, Branching Evolutions is great. Twice that many 1/1 counters instead. It's just great for a 1/1 counter build.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and this dude here is janky. But this, though...
Foil.
That's crazy.
That's nuts.
I don't even got a colorless deck.
That's a real card right there.
Mm-hmm.
Foil Island.
Foil Island, you like
another
to see it?
foil.
Foil. Oh, this is the commander.
Yeah. Another foil mythic, though.
Okay, so when at ETBs or attacks, you just put what they like to call an everything counter on each of up to 1 target land and creature. And each land with an everything counter on it is every land type in addition to its other types. And each non-land creature with an everything counter is every creature type. So that's pretty cool. Because it's not actually... It basically gives them Changeling. Oh, and a Bloodstained Mire. We'll take it. That's a double sleeve pack as far as I'm concerned. Oh, and this used to be a rare. Downshifted card. This is actually a great cycling card, guys. It can win games. Or you can just cycle it to create some blockers. Pretty good in a soldier deck. Pretty good in an angel deck. Oh, we got the Urza's Cave. So here's what this does. You pay 3 mana and sacrifice it to search your library for a land card and put it on the battlefield tapped. That's really good. It should be a rare. When you cast the spell, tap up to 2 target permanents and you stun them. And it has Emerge. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Oh, it's a Sphinx. Well, I might even put that in my Sphinx deck. I love me some Sphinxes. Creature tokens you have Evolve. Oh, this dude's nice. That's pretty changing. You can change them all up. The Esperland. Oh, that's from Kamigawa.
Mm-hmm.
Each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. That's cool. That's a very Kamigawa ability too. Smelted Chargebug. The Electrozoa. Accursed Marauder. ETBs. Each player sacrifices a non-token creature. That guy's great. That guy's great. He's like a Fleshbag Marauder, but they can't sack creature tokens. Oh, we got a blood token up front. What does it mean?
What does it mean?
Oh, I see. I see the gist.
something.
I see the gist. We're not seeing it.
Let's go.
Whenever this or another creature enters the battlefield from your control, if it entered your graveyard, if it entered from your graveyard, you can cast it from your graveyard. You may pay 1 green if you do. What? Whenever this or another creature enters the battlefield under your control, check. If it entered from your graveyard or you cast it from your graveyard, you may pay this. If you do, exile this, then return it to the battlefield transformed under its owner's control.
Get the sleeve pile right there. I'll get them sleeved. It's looking good.
Okay.
Oh, I'm seeing something else back in there too.
Yeah. Okay. But then he creates 1/1s and mills 2 cards, destroy target artifact or enchant. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to let you put that into that build you got going.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And this is a kick. And I got a bunch of kicks. So if you want this kick, you can have it too.
Yeah, this dude's a beast.
He is a beast.
Alright, well, that's my pack then.
3 damage. And it's the good land. We like that. It deals 2 damage to each creature and planeswalkers your opponent's controls for 5. You can discard a card. If you do, exile the top 2 cards of your library and cast them. Create a Spellgorger Weird token. It's a 2 mana. It's a 3 mana cost 2/2 weird creature with whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a 1/1 counter on Spellgorger Weird, which I remember the Spellgorger Weird is an actual creature. Oh, this dude's cool. You pay 2 and you put an exalted counter on a creature you control.
Oh wow.
Okay. Nyxborn. They made it to where it was really easy for people to probably play 3 or 4 color decks in this draft environment. I feel like this box has already had some pretty big hits in it. We got 2 fetch lands already.
4 mythics.
4 mythics? That's crazy. A holographic mythic that's totally playable.
So 2 holographic mythics. Literally, you could build a deck around homie.
Oh, Kirk, he's the most popular mono black commander.
Yeah, he actually fetches a pretty penny too.
We got an angel. Let's see if there's no shoddy business. No shoddy business. Mob. Sacrifice it, deal 3 damage as you see fit. 3 red pips. That's awesome. I like the Muster of the Departed. Okay, Copy Crook. It's a clone. Except it has, when it attacks, it conveys. That's awesome. This is a clone. We like that. For the clone deck. Big fan of that anytime we see it.
Pretty nice.
So we got 2 mana. Sorcery speed. 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker. If it would die this turn, exile it instead. That's great. Sacrifice. So 2, as an additional Cascasis, sacrifice an artifact or creature, draw 2 cards. And it has flashback. A lot of these abilities have been very playable, but with flashback, does that put it over the edge?
Oh.
When ATB's 3 energy. Pay X energy. Sacrifice a creature. Return this to its owner's hand. Return target creature card with X from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate as a sorcery. There's an old Nightmare that did a very similar thing to this, but I think you paid life. That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
They tried fixing it.
That looks pretty cool too.
Okay, so it enters the battlefield tapped unless you control a swamp. It produces a black. Target creature you control conveys X, where X is the number of creatures that died this turn. And to convey is to draw X and then discard X, and you put a 1/1 counter on the creature for each non-land card discarded.
A Drake.
This Drake's pretty good.
Sweet.
Enters the battlefield, return a creature you control to its owner's hand. So he's like a combo enabler in a lot of senses.
What's that symbol? That one.
This triangle? I don't know. That's some real old crap. 1/1 counter target creature. It gains indestructible. And this is the Dimir, or the Gruul, or the Golgari one. That's cool. It's Golgari Elves.
The Larnmoor. Or no, it's not the Larnmoor. It's the something eye.
That's a cool planes. Repurposer. Oh, I wanted one of these real bad. We got another mythic rare.
Oh, dang. That is.
So at the beginning of an enchanted player's post-combat main phase, so your second main phase, there's an additional beginning phase after this phase. So you'll go combat, untap, upkeep, draw.
That's pretty tough.
Right, so if you cast this before your combat step, you'll go into your combat step, and then untap, upkeep, draw. It's like getting a second turn with just one less combat step.
It's chill.
It's very chill. I'm
Let me,
going to be
see
playing that probably in one of my decks. Yeah, at least one of them. Oh, a Buried Alive. We love this. Search your library for up to 3 creature cards. Oh, you're going to actually probably want to put this into that build that you got going on. Because that just hits to send 3 times.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Put them right in the graveyard.
Yep. And also 4 times, because that sorcery will also then go to your graveyard.
Oh, it's a descend 4 for 3.
Yeah.
That's descending.
Living Weapon. 1-drop, flying 1/1. That's pretty good. And then you can equip it to something for 4. Give it +1/1 and flying. That ain't bad. Split second. Destroy an artifact. 3/2 and trample. That's a spell. That is a spell. I do feel like this is a pretty big box.
This box
That
is
was like
popping
a lot
off.
of mythics so far.
Yeah. Oh, that looks nice. Double foil
Holo
pack.
retrofitter. Oh, it's the Kurgi. It's the good boy.
Oh, yeah.
When he attacks, exile up to one target non-land permanent at the beginning of your next end step. Return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control. If it enters the battlefield under your control, put a 1/1 counter on the good boy.
You love to see it.
You do love to see it. And you can do this to your opponent's creatures, too. So he kind of clear the way. A 2-drop. Whenever another creature, so it's like a soul sister effect, you gain 1 life.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and it can flicker things.
That's great.
Yeah, this is great. A 2-drop. Alright, so what's it doing? You can tap 1 colorless and 1, make sure it's actually colorless to create a 0, to create a spawn. Whenever another Eldrazi you control dies, put a 1/1 counter on it, and then if it has 8 or more 1/1 counters, it's a 0/0 that'll be an 8/8 because of the 8 1/1 counters, in addition to its other types, and has Annihilator too. That's pretty cool.
That does some stuff.
Oh, and Kindred took over for what Tribal used to do. So it's an Eldrazi artifact.
Oh.
Right. I mean, it's just a new wording. Whenever it attacks, you may draw cards equal to its power. If you do, discard that many cards. That's pretty cool for a Dimir lifelink 3-drop 2/3. We got a 2-drop. We got a haste. It's a 2/2. When you land, it gains Battle Cry. That's awesome. You get 2 lands to ETB and you get double Battle Cry off this dude. That's big news bears. 3 energy. Create a servo. 1/1 counter.
Look at that card.
The temperamental Oozewag.
That is.
And he's an Ooze Bushwag.
What a fella.
Now he's good too. Modified creatures you control have trample. That's a meaningful line of text. That's the Persist Goblin. It's a legendary common creature. That's crazy. 6-drop, 4/4. When it enters the battlefield, 4 damage to any target. Discard another card with this name. Sacrifice 2 mountains. It deals 4 damage to any target. What?
Wow.
That's wild.
It's just a not so good card.
No, if your deck got some playset of that dude in it, congratulations.
You're doing it. Major.
Alright, this ain't so bad. A 2-drop. Give a creature -3/3, so probably going to control something in the early game. And then you, at sorcery speed, you can exile this from your graveyard to buff a creature up a little bit. That ain't bad. You crack a pack or 2?
Oh, celebrity pack crack?
Yeah, get in there.
I'll get in there.
Get those hands on the cans.
Alright, we're going to pull one from the back bottom. This is going to be the pack right here, boys and girls. Oh, the Servo Toke. We're going to go to do the... There is no flipper in this pack.
That's fine.
We'll just do something like that. Bird Soldier. Twisted Landscape. Death Touch. We got the Snapping Sage the Unknowable. Spend this mana to cast or activate an ability. Horror. Let me turn down the brightness a little bit so you guys can see the text. Alright. Maximum low. Servo. Our foil. Nope, we got an island. Oh, we got a refurbished familiar zombie rat. but it's also mechanical. Oh, we got the Monumental Hinge. Oh, Jet Medallion.
Oh, that's cool.
That's a banger.
That is a banger. The White Lancing pretty cool too.
What's it do? You can look at the top 5 cards, reveal a historic among them, and put it in your hand.
It's great.
That's pretty great.
I love historic spells.
Oh, we also got a Frogmer Enforcer. It's a Frogmer. It has affinity for artifacts, and it could do a prototype mode where it's a 4-drop 2/2, or it could be a 7-drop 4/4.
Affinity with artifacts is a very strong ability.
The Marionette. Whenever another creature or artifact you control puts in the graveyard, each opponent loses 1 life. Straight up win con. And then we also got the Emrakul's Messenger, which basically just looks like Ursula. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, you could create a 0/1 colorless Eldrazi spawn creature token. Look, it's Ursula. Alright, 2 rare pack for the boys. Here we go. Giving it the old lucky shake. Foil. About to get that foil Eldrazi next.
That big foil.
Gremlin. Don't be sleeping on the Gremlin.
Gremlin.
Oh, we got that to let us know.
Alright.
Alright, we got the Dreadmobile. Sacrifice a creature artifact, put a 1/1 counter, and it has crew 1. Looks super cool. We got the Path of Annihilation. Whenever ETBs create 2 0/1 Eldrazi tokens that have sacrifice, Eldrazi's you control have tapped to add 1 mana. And whenever you cast a creature spell with 7 or greater mana, you gain 4 life. So this just does a whole bunch of stuff.
Good, yeah.
Spirit with the Afterlife, and it can give something 1/1 and give something 1 Afterlife. You could bestow something.
Yeah, it's a pretty good bestow spell.
Another sweet 1-drop enchantment creature. Shattered Landscape. I thought that looked pretty sweet. The bishop getting taken in by the werewolf. Twisted Landscape. 2 Twisted Landscape. Oh, Shattered Landscape and Twisted Landscape. The Dog Umbra, which is kind of like that Spirit. Unfathomable Truths. Drawsclaw. That's alright. Super sweet looking art on that. Love to see it. I think they do have that one that summons a dragon, angel, or demon whenever it attacks.
Oh, yeah.
What's
you
her
can
name?
pull it in from your hand.
Mm-hmm.
It's that angel. Oh, a holographic Null.
Null Elemental Blast.
That's pretty good. If you had access to that kind of mana.
We got the Disruptor Flute.
Old girl's name is...
Oh yeah, this is pretty good. The Disruptor Flute's pretty good, guys.
Yeah,
If you,
it's pretty sweaty. If you know what your opponent's doing...
we also got Urza's Incubator.
Let's go.
So this was a fat boy pack.
I got a zombie deck. I'm gonna be, and it's like the worst deck I could put it in.
2
Let's
less
go
to
into a
cast.
zombie deck of mine for sure.
This is just a great card. And then you've got the Blood-Soaked Insight. Let's take a little look at it.
1 less for each life you've lost this turn.
Yep, exiles the top 3.
From your opponent's library.
And then this is what it looks like on the back. Looks like a little...
It's just a free spell in your guys' mid to low power.
Is that it?
Oh, you can pick another one.
Alright, one more.
I'm trying to get a mythic.
One more for the boys. We'll get a mythic. I'm not even going to do the pack trick this time. I think that's the secret. Oh, the card's flipped.
Oh, flipped card.
We're going to have to pull this one off like this.
Oh, it looks cool.
That looks pretty sick. And then we're just gonna hit it with that banger. We got the Drossclaw foil. Oof. We got the Argent Diaz. It enters with 2 oil counters. You get to put an oil counter on when you attack with 2 or more, and then you can remove 2. And you get to exile another target non-land permanent. Its controller draws 2 cards.
Okay.
So you can actually eat your own stuff with this. Pretty nice,
Yeah,
like.
or you can save yourself.
Normal pack alert.
Normal pack alert.
We got the Annoyed Altasaur.
Cascade.
We got the Legion Leadership. Until end of turn, double target creatures power and gains first strike. That's pretty good.
Okay.
As the instant, just, oh yeah, you're not going to block? Here, let me win the game real quick.
They were like, what can we do to not give it double strike? Well, let's double its power and give it first strike. That's the same as double strike, but it's not as broken as double strike.
But not just that, it's also a land.
It's also a free land.
So don't be sleeping on it. Bespoke Battle Wagon. You get 2, you can pay 2.
For energy.
You can draw a card with energy. You could.
Oh man, that's pretty good.
Yeah, this would be a good upgrade for the Science Fallout deck.
Or for whichever one makes energy.
I think that's that. That's
the
the
one.
one.
Is the one. That is the one.
Wampus.
I feel like this set has a lot of cards that'll probably be a good upgrade for that deck. Or maybe even you can pull the face commander and build your whole own variation of it and still have it, but have the fat bodied version of it too.
Yeah. We like our stuff fat over here, boys.
Yeah,
We like we like our attacks fat. We also like our tires fat.
yeah. Big shout outs to Radden.
Yeah, we big shout outs to Temperamental Oozewag too, because he got that fat boy look on him.
I think there was a Scallywag in the last one.
We got the oops.
Oh, the Vandal Knight.
I actually like the way this card just looks.
You can grab that one. Just look at it and get inspiration. He's like a classic.
He's a little
Dark
thief.
Knight.
He's a little stealing thief. We got the Smelted Charge Bug. Get a good look at that.
That's more energy, baby.
Alright, guys, we're handing the gauntlet back off to the guy.
We're looking to get.
Oh, put this on.
We're definitely looking to get some more fetch lands, for sure. Big fan of the fetch lands.
Corrupted. Oh, the one you
polluted
really
data.
wanted, too.
Yeah, I definitely needed a polluted delta.
Oh, double rare pack set booster.
Okay, but this one. Choose a spell, then flip a coin. If you win the flip, gain control of that spell and choose new targets. If you lose the flip, counter that spell.
It's just really good.
Yeah.
Sleevable?
Sleevable.
It's probably going to be like a $20 card.
This is a downshifted rare.
Yeah.
Okay, the Greenland. When it enters the battlefield, sacrifice another creature. If you do, gain X life and draw X cards where X is its power. Oh, there was the old Black Disciple that did this.
Oh, yeah.
But it was a 4-drop, and it definitely didn't have a land on the back of it.
No, but it didn't cost 6.
Whenever it enters the battlefield, or whenever you draw your third card each turn, and mass zombies 3. That's pretty cool.
That's looking nice.
Whenever a land enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on it. An enchanted creature with it gets a 1/1 counter for each 1/1 counter on this. So that's kind of neat.
They did a lot of nice support for enchantment creatures in this set.
Yeah, this has been a great set. The whole bestow mechanic, I've always been a big fan of.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Pretty chill. Draw 2 cards, then discard a card at random unless you pay 2 energy. But then the back of it's the free Is It land.
Oh wow.
That's pretty cool. Search your library for a card, exile it face down, then shuffle. Turn the exiled card face up. If it's a creature card, you lose life equal to its to its mana value. You can then put the exiled card onto the battlefield if it's a creature card. If you don't, put it into its owner's hand. So, I mean, that's just seeming like a pretty good spell.
Yeah, sagas. Is that what that is? A saga?
It's a saga.
Yeah, sagas are strong.
People are excited for this too. A 3-drop enchantment. When you cast a creature spell with mana value 4, 5, or 6, create 2/0/1 colorless Eldrazi with sack to gain 1. But when you cast a creature spell with mana 7 or greater, draw 3 cards.
Oh.
Right, so that should probably be a rare. The amped Raptor's really good in the energy build.
More energy support. More energy
More
support.
energy support. Death touch support.
Energy support.
Energy support. Energy support. Well, I wanted to see that zombie rat.
Oh yeah.
Each opponent discards a card. For each opponent who can't, you draw a card. And he has affinity for artifacts. And he has wings. Alright.
Every card.
Are we going to see some heat here? Some hollow heat? Search. Oh, hold on. Search your library for a card with mana value less or equal to your devotion to black and put it into your hand. So no matter what, he can get you a land. Or a 1-drop. And then you lose 3 life. That dude's great.
Oh yeah, I picked one of these up. This is a great card.
Yeah, this is a great card. People are going to love it. Meteoric Mace.
Show them what it does. I don't know. Not that one.
Oh, this one here.
Yeah, I don't think they know.
So here we go. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, so untap, upkeep, draw, pre-combat main phase. At the beginning of then, you mill 3 cards. You may then pay 1 colorless and 3 life. If you do, put a card among those into your hand. It's great.
It's pretty good.
It's deck thinning. It's self-milling. It's kind of like a Phyrexian Arena that you don't necessarily have to die from.
And if you're already gaining massive amounts of life, it's a nice way to use your life as a good resource to do something else.
It's a nice way to do that. Phyrexian Ironworks. When you attack, get energy. Pay 3 energy, create a 3/3.
That's pretty good.
That's not too bad.
Oh, another one of these bangers.
Yeah, this was pretty good. I might put together a kind of cruddy Eldrazi deck.
Another one of those bangers.
Another one of the bangers. I like this for an uncommon. I think that's pretty spectacular. Fossil. I do like the axe that auto-attaches. I do like the Fleshbag Marauder, the Accursed Marauder. It can't clip tokens.
Oh, that's sick.
Oh man, now that I got 2 of these dudes, I'm 1 step closer.
Yeah.
What's it gonna be? It's a forest. I don't think they added any sneaky full art lands to this. Basics.
Yeah, they did.
Basics?
Uh-huh. You already got a full plains once.
With a full art?
Yeah.
Okay. Sneaky Snacker. Look at those legs, though. Best legs I've seen on a card all day.
Strix.
Oh, this is great. So when I counter your commander for 1 blue, you can have a 2/2.
Flying.
Yeah. It's perfect.
Like you're potentially going to be taking 2 to 4 damage and then killing whatever was in this guy.
Yep. And to victimize. They used to have the Swan Song, and you could do it only to enchantments, instants, and I think just enchantments and instants, actually. Maybe it was also sorceries. Insect token.
Good luck. Oh!
This dude looks pretty nice. So the thing about him, you look at the top card of your library at any time. You can cast creature spells from the top of your library at any time. Tap 2 untapped creatures you control, and he has to tap to do this, so you have to have 2 other creatures. Reveal a card from your hand or the top card of your library. If you revealed a creature card this way, put it onto the battlefield. Oh yeah, and you can only do this during your turn, but it can be instant speed, as long as it's your turn.
And it can be multiple times.
Oh, I mean, you could.
Yeah.
If you were untapping this guy.
It's so easy to untap an elf.
Oh, and another incubator.
Oh, that is sick. This box is looking really nice.
Oh, man. Just talk about why would you ever play murder? For 1 more mana, you could play a murder that just makes sure you always have your mana.
Yep.
Guys? Oh, Phil Meyer. This is awesome, too. This card is awesome.
It would be cool if they had a card that you can murder something and then it turns into 1 mana after you use it. Is that what that does? Like when you cast that spell, does it?
Oh, no. No. You either choose it's a DMC.
Oh. But you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. As an additional cast to cost this spell, sacrifice a creature or sacrifice a modified creature.
Easy to do that.
But if you can destroy a creature or planeswalker for 1 black.
Oh,
If the modified creature was sacrificed, draw a card.
even better.
Yeah, especially if what's modifying them is equipment.
Or a 1/1.
Okay, a 5-drop.
Something that's a 1/1.
Exile target creature an opponent controls with power 3 or greater. Create a 2/1 white token cat warrior put a vigilance counter on each creature you control. Target creature gains double strike. So a vigilance counter on each creature you control is kind of neat though. And it can clip a creature.
Pretty good.
The landscape. Little goblin buddy. At the beginning of combat, if you pay 1 mana, sir, what I can do is give another creature +1/0 and haste until the end of turn. Yeah. The Basking Broadscale. There's a couple different ways to make this go infinite. Because whenever 1 or more 1/1 counters are put onto it, you can create a 0/1 that you can sack for 1 mana. So if you were able to either spend a colorless mana to put a 1/1 counter on a creature, or put a 1/1 counter creature whenever a creature died, you can make a loop where this dude kept getting 1/1 counters, and you kept making Eldrazi, you kept making mana. Alright, so there's like a couple other pieces, some ETB sacrificing pieces that need to be in place too. Like if one of these dudes were on the battlefield while that happened. Let's get a banger. I want a holographic freaking polluted Delta. Alternate art, guys. Oh man, that's a beautiful island. That's probably one of my favorite islands I've seen last 5 years, guys.
It's looking good. Oh!
Huh.
What you want to see?
Huh.
I think that's the best one you can get.
So let's look at this. You cast the spell. Target opponent exiles half their library rounded up. So get about 40 cards off my table, sir. What, you wanted to sacrifice it? What I see there is Ward, Annihilator 2. Sacrifice 2 of your permanents. So then he's going to enter the battlefield with a number of 1/1 counters on it equal to the greatest mana value among cards in exile, my opponent's cards. And then he's going to have Annihilator X for X the amount of 1/1 counters on him. So this dude is tough.
That dude's straight up sleeve worthy.
Is he just like main deck playable even though I don't play Eldrazi?
Yeah, he's I think he's the most expensive card out of the set. Oh, I thought we were...
Power Balance. Do you remember Counterbalance?
Yeah.
Whenever an opponent casts a spell, reveal the top card of your library. If you do, you may cast a spell without. You may cast that spell without paying its mana cost if they have the same mana value.
Oh wow!
So counterbalance worked the same way, but it would counter their spell if it shared. Oh, that's a little girl.
She even got excited.
A 3, yeah, she did. That's a 3-drop blue creature that's a 7/5. And whenever a player casts their second spell each turn, proliferate. So he's gonna knock himself out pretty quick if you and your opponents do anything at all.
3 rare pack though.
That was a 3 rare pack. And it's already been an hour long, so I might, and I still got like half the box left, guys. So I gotta feel like I gotta pick this up a little bit. I mean, I hit the freaking Ulamog.
Hit the Ulamog.
I already hit the Ulamog. Amphibian down. Oh, this is awesome. This is awesome because it's a storm enchantment, so it copies itself as an enchantment on all your opponent's creatures, and all of them will be losing all their abilities and becoming 1/1s.
Oh wow! Angel Ruins. That used to be a.
Yeah, I'm super happy about this. Super happy about that.
Sync.
Oh, super happy about that. The uncommons in this pack. This is the pack to get and sealed right here.
That was probably a whole lot of fun.
Yeah. Sealed for this looks like it was absolutely wild.
Oh, look at that. Bam! You hit the second one.
Oh, yeah, this dude's cool. Whenever you cast this spell, up to 2 target players each manifest the 2 cards from their hands. For each manifested card this way, I draw a card. And then other colorless creatures get +3 too. So this dude's a good one. Oh, really excited for this dude. He's a 1/1 with landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield, you may pay 2. If this is attached to a creature I control, create a token of that creature. If I didn't create a token that way, I create a 1/1 green insect instead.
That's really good. Another rare.
Oh, this rare is cool too. This is an old school rare from a commander deck. From his deck. It was a flashback deck. It was an American flashback deck. Replicate. When you pay the spell, copy it for each time you paid its replicate cost. We like that. It replicates for colorless. Counter target triggered ability or colorless spell. That's cool. It shuts down planeswalkers' abilities for 1 blue. There's a lot of things that are winning people games nowadays that shuts down. Oh, here's a card we haven't seen yet. Distribute 2 1/1 counters among 1 or 2 creatures. It's a lifelink, 4-drop. Whenever a modified creature you control dies, put 2 1/1 counters on it.
Oh, wow.
So it's like you put a 1/1 on 2 creatures, he gets out, they both die, he becomes a 6/6 lifelink. We got a common pile here. This is really good for the energy deck. It's essentially just a lightning bolt to a creature. You get 3 energy, and then you can pay any amount of energy to do that much damage to a permanent.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's a 1 mana, instant, 3 damage to a creature.
You just have to get 1 more of the Eldrazi's, and then you'll have the whole gauntlet.
This is the spell that lets the energy pop off. When you get 1 or more energy, this deals that much damage to any target. And as long as a permanent you control left the battlefield this turn, which is the revolt trigger, if a source you control would deal non-combat damage to an opponent or permanent, it deals that much +2 instead. So all of a sudden, when you gain energy, you're just bopping people in the face for massive amounts of damage and killing them.
It's an enabler.
That's a big shout out to MTG Goldfish. I just seen a video earlier today of him playing this card. Wrecking it. I seen him get it out on turn 2 and just smash it, dude. It was awesome. I really like the clouds on that one.
Sweet.
Alright, I might end up even needing to... Oh, it's the Bear Lord. Other creatures have base power and toughness of 2/2 and are bears in addition to their other types.
It's just as a neutralizer.
Yep, it even does this to your opponent's creatures, but then you play 1 enchantment that give all your creatures +1/1. Hey, I got 3 3s and you got 2 2s.
Baby.
Barbarian Ring. Normal pack alert. So, at least that's alright. Return another... alright, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. The fact that they're not making you do this at sorcery speed is great. The uncommons in this pack were different than basically any other pack I got. There's a lot of uncommons in this set. Super surprised at the amount of uncommons I'm seeing here.
That was nice.
Needed a flooded strand. The set's all about Eldrazi's and fetch land. Normal pack alert, but if a normal pack alert happens to have a
flooded strand.
Flooded strand in it, yeah, I'm happy. I mean, is Magic going to become even more popular? Because fetch lands are going to be more, they're more accessible than ever. Oh, all right, that is a full art land.
With Emrakul in the background.
It's an obscure Iron Eater. Oh, he has affinity with artifacts. That's great because he's a freaking 8-drop. So when he enters the battlefield, you draw X cards and lose X life, where X is the number of artifacts you control, rounded down. Half the number of artifacts you control, rounded down. Then you can sacrifice an artifact to do its freaking mana value to anything.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, me neither. This dude's not...
We could hype it up right here if we wanted to, chat, but we're not going to.
He might be alright in low powers, but I mean...
Yeah, he's like a tier 2.
Yeah, he's not that good. Your Affinity Demons deck... Your Affinity decks have a lot better things to be doing than anything that involves him. Alright, it's the Green Flare. Oh yeah, this flare is a Cultivate. It straight up is a Cultivate. 3 mana. Search your library for 2 basic land cards, reveal them, put one of them onto the battlefield, tap the other one into your hand. But what makes it really good is you can play 1 mana creature and then do this on your first turn by sacrificing it.
Get 2 lands, bam.
Yep. Normal. I mean, that was a good card. Normal pack alert. A Death Touch.
I thought that was an Eternal Witness for a second.
As a common.
Well, yeah, as a common.
That would have been cool. That would make a really strong set if Eternal Witnesses were commons.
Whoa.
Like the rest of the power levels of the cards would need to be pretty. There'd have to be a lot of incremental, like, I just get rid of graveyards. It's like a token that gets rid of graveyards. This is pretty cool. Oh, yeah, this is awesome, guys. It's a 2 mana mana rock. The DTB's tapped. We love that. You get 3 energy, and you can use it to get 3 different energies, or 3 different colored mana from it over the game. The Catharian Nightmare. Normal pack alert, but this Meltdown's really good. Destroy each artifact with mana value X or less.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, it just, for 1 red, blows up all the tokens. So, there's a lot of token artifacts nowadays, fellas. A flying, 1-drop, 1/1. And only block creatures with flying. Whenever a modified creature you control dies, manifest the top card of your library.
Like elephants.
Yeah, Elefante. I mean, that's Elefino. So, I mean, we're still looking at a Kozilek and an Olimog. And that was already after getting, like, almost 6 mythics.
Yeah, well, now we're looking for an Emrakul. And then we'll have the... Oh!
Sorin of House Markov. So this is the first one of these I've gotten in this. But this is a Planeswalker.
Yeah, this is a banger.
Yeah, this is a good one, too. A lifelink 1/4 with Extort. At the beginning of your post-combat main phase, if you gain 3 or more life this turn, transform them into Sauron the Ravenous Neonate,
Yeah.
which has extort. Create a food token. He deal -1. He deals damage to the amount of life you gain this turn. Gain control of target creature. It becomes a vampire. Put a lifelink on it. If you control a white permanent other than that creature or Sorin. Okay.
He's like the second most expensive card from the set.
Okay. That's cool.
What I
Oh,
see.
I got 2 of the creatures that become planeswalkers. The first
Yeah.
one was actually Gist.
Yeah, you got 2 of them.
Okay. I got 2 of the planeswalkers and 2 of the Eldrazi's.
And you've
I'd
gotten 4 of the hero lands.
Yeah, I'd say that this box, even if it didn't mathematically pay for itself,
It will over time.
it's exhilarating. It was great to open.
Ooh.
That's a lot of text. What are we looking at here? We got a 4-drop. Whenever another non-token permanent you control leaves the battlefield, choose one that hasn't been chosen yet. This turn. Create a token with those characteristics. A 2/2 white fox, a 1/2 with vigilance, a 1/2 blue moonfolk with flying, or a 1/1 rat with lifelink. And then you can put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. This thing's cool.
Mm-hmm. My phone's at 10%, I just said.
Yeah, I know. I seen that. I'm hurrying
There's
up.
still 6 packs left, though. Dang, there's so many packs in this box.
Yeah, these play boosters don't play around.
Like, there's so many
With the
packs
play
in
booster
this
box.
This is insane.
Right, and yeah, you don't get quite as many double rare hits.
You just get... Oh, an old art.
Yeah. Whenever a player plays a non-creature spell. What? This is wild. Oh, sacrifice it after 3 of them. Draw a card and search for a plains card and put it on the battlefield tap. That is still wild, though.
I mean, will you get another mythic?
Tapped unless the next spell you control this turn has improvise. So you can like start tapping all your artifacts that don't normally produce mana. Each one of them will produce 1 colorless. Insect. Swamp. Colossal Dread Mask. Rasheen, Roaring Prophet. Oh, she used to make the cool little ice token thing.
Mm-hmm.
She enters the battlefield, mill 6 cards. Whoa. You may put a card with X into your hand. Okay, yeah, she loves X spells. Reveal any number of cards with X in their mana cost in your hand. Add 2 colorless for each card, but spend it only for X.
She's the Hydra Mother.
Yeah, she was the Hydra Mother. Oh, and that's a snow-covered waste.
That's
They
sick.
did it. They did it.
That is sick.
That is pretty cool. I feel like snow-covered waste could have shown up. Not in the... Or these packs needed, like, another uncommon slot. There's too many different uncommons in these packs. You may reveal this card from your opening hand. If you do... Oh, this is cool. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. You can put them back in any order. Or you can put one of them back, exile the rest. And when you cast the spell, exile target permanent that's 1 or more colors. It's really good.
Ooh.
Oh, I wanted a Brea. I seen Brea was in the set. And I thought to myself, I wouldn't mind getting that Brea. She's looking extra nice in that art. But yeah, she enters the battlefield, creates 2 Thopters. You can pay 2, sacrifice 2 artifacts, choose 1. She deals 3 damage to a player or planeswalker. Target creature gets -4/4, you gain 5 life.
Solid reprint.
Super solid reprint. Love to see the Brea.
Love to see the Brea. She was my first 4-color deck I ever made. Well, partners.
Alright, last 2 packs.
Last 2 packs, last 2 cracks.
Let's get in there.
Here, I'll crack 1. Will I get the Eldrazi Broodmother? No one knows. Dropping stuff. Hopefully the camera don't die. We've got Tranquil Landscape. We got Winter Moon.
Oh, that's
Players
awesome.
can't untap more than one non-basic land. We also got Kalia the Vast.
We got Kalia and Brea. That's wild.
And we got a Brain Surge Old Art. That is sleevable. That's still like a $15, $20 card.
She's one of the classic commanders that people just really went nutso for.
Nightshade, Cyclops. That's one eye.
Well, that was awesome. Not only did we get 2 Eldrazi Lords and 2 Flares, this was the real doubles. This was the real Brothers box. Because we got 2 of the Planeswalkers, 2 Eldrazi, 2 Flares, and then we got these 2 cool 3-color creatures. It's a 6.
6, yes.
Hecka wanted that 6.
6 is dope. That's
Whenever it attacks mill 3 cards, you can put a land among them into your hand, and during your turn, non-land permanent cards in your graveyard have retrace, so you can discard a land to cast them from your graveyard.
That's hella good, actually.
Super good. We had a secondary rare. You get X energy, where you pay X. Pay any amount of energy. Destroy each artifact, creature, enchantment with mana value equal or less than the amount of energy paid.
Love to see it.
Yep, Energy Wrath. And then just some extra cards here, guys. I mean, was it a good box, guys? I don't know. You can talk to us about it in the comments. But, I mean, was that other guy over here still, too? Oh, no. Oh, yeah, that guy there. So, I mean, you can talk to us in the comments. We got the Grist. We got the Sword. Those 2 seem like they run in doubles. Let's get the Bray over here next to the
Kalia.
Yeah, we got the Bray and the Kalia. We got a couple of Soul Sisters. They're loving life together. We got the Stax piece. Winter Moon for all you Staxy players out there. Some real good lands. Needed those. That shouldn't be there. Disruptor Flute. So I'm going to name your commander. And so now it has a commander attacks of 3. And also if it has any abilities, you can't activate them. So we'll have fun with that. Holographic Ulamog the Defiler.
Let us know in the comments how much that's going for.
Yeah, that seems like he's a pretty good way to spend some mana. A Jet Medallion. We got a Kozilek, the Broken Reality here. Kozilek and Ulamog, who would have thought? They seem like they ran in doubles. I was real excited for this. Oh yeah, the Ugin's Binding.
Yeah. Yep.
When you cast a colorless spell with converted mana 7 or greater, you can exile this from your graveyard. When you do, return each non-land permanent you don't control to its owner's hands.
That's crazy.
That seems pretty good. Oh yeah, and the Solitude, special guest.
It's just straight up the one special guest of the box.
Yeah.
Solitude.
It was a freaking full art Solitude. That was awesome, guys. I'd say buying these boxes is pretty fun.
Yeah.
Right? If you can afford it, I'd say it's a good time.
Heck yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to leave a like and comment.
Yep. Subscribe.
Peace.
Peace.